All right, let me move him around a little bit. Let him put that into its natural position. Let me see. Come here. Good job. Good job. Hi. Yeah. Don't you often wear boots when we work together? Would you? Yeah. What is that? So he actually was very good about being saddled. I know the cameras were not facing this way. He actually allowed us to saddle him without him needing to be held. In fact, when we started the process, didn't even have the bridle headstall on him. So we've never ridden him here, or at least not in my care. We've never ridden him here. So I'm just showing him every space that we're going to ask him to do some stuff. And right now all I'm doing is I'm just trying to allow the saddle to kind of rest in its natural place, not me cinch down the saddle super tight in a spot that's uncomfortable, pinching his shoulders or something. Through movement, you can allow his shoulders to kind of freely put the saddle where it needs to be. Again, while I'm moving his feet, I'm showing him the space that we're going to use. So our goal today is to teach him go cues that he fully understands while under saddle. He understands the walk and trot go cues on the ground. We need to now apply them to under saddle because he's had a history of kind of not knowing what to do under saddle. So we want to just make sure that it's just a language and it's not something he has to guess about or be worried about. Good job. So I'm going to snug the saddle one more time. Good job. Is that pinching you in any place? Is that pinching you in any place? I hope not. Oops. So, by the looks of this, I'm going to be able to actually lower that on the other. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and change that. That's okay. So we're going to kind of go backwards a little bit on a step here because as I cinched this up on this side, it ended up, you're okay. It ended up getting to my limit. So I'm just going to go ahead and move it up one, which, there you go, will help. So one good thing is never just be happy with the way your saddle is and not stop and make the adjustments, especially if, I know, especially if you're like, amongst a group of people and like something about your saddle fit is wrong. Don't allow the pressure of the group that wants to get going make your horse uncomfortable. Good boy. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot different now. I'm not going to be able to get that setting. I know. Am I being mean to you? I think so. I know. And thank you for the protest. I understand. But I'm not trying to be mean to you, but we're going to have to force it in that hole. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So your horse's comfort is going to be the most valuable part of anything that you do riding, whether it's emotional comfort or physical comfort. Okay. There's your horse. I'll throw this over the ledge. Now, you built a mounting block, right? Yeah. Is it sturdy enough for you? Well, I mean, if you don't, I generally don't just get on from the ground, not because I don't want the horse to understand that, but because I don't like to stress how the saddle pulls against the withers. I don't like to do it. Anybody gets on a horse gets on that way. It's just my preference. I don't care if you want to get on from the ground.
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, you can get it over here. I don't know how sturdy it is.
Okay, well then we'll just get on from the ground. Did you use a mounting block at the other place? Just because it was at
I think she did, but I didn't.
Okay.
I think Amy did, but I didn't.
I always use one if it's available, just for to preserve the horse's back. That's all. The only reason I do it, but it's a preference thing. It's certainly not that the horse can't handle. So, go ahead. And, oh. So you know how you can tell? Put your fingers where it meets, and then bring this to your armpit. That's the length. If you need it to be longer, it won't go into your armpit. It'll only go to like maybe your bicep. Okay, so we need like maybe a notch or two longer. Looks like at one time 15 was being used, but I think that's too many. Maybe
mine was at 13.
Maybe do 15 and 14. So that would explain why 15 was being used. Oh, you're being such a good guy. Huh? Oh, we tightened it anyway, duh. Duh. So you want to go down. So go down to 11 and 10. Yeah, I know. Just leave it alone. You're a good guy. I know. He's like, what are you doing, lady? Trying to figure out how to make that where that's not just saggy. What did you pull your fender out?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. All right. Is that good now, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to teach you everything, okay? So you're going to put both reins in your left hand. The left rein is going to be slightly shorter, so your horse's head is about like that. You always want your horse's head slightly tipped towards you, so if he was to panic, you can bend him away from you, not let him come on top of you. Then you're going to put both reins and your hand in his mane.
Huh?
You can put in the mane, but closer to the saddle. Good. You're going to put your foot in that stirrup.
You don't grab this?
You will, after you put your foot in the stirrup. Do you want to use the... So you stand here still. Stand here still, and you put your foot in the stirrup from this side. Yep. Turn it.
That makes me feel weird.
Yep.
I ain't going to be able to do it this way. Usually I do it this
All right, well, you can do it that way
I
then.
step up. Well, here, no, I want
No,
to do it the right
no.
way, so I'll do the mounting block. I want to do it the way you want me
No,
to
because
do it.
mounting block, you're going to go straight on. So you could do it the other way. That's fine. Whatever's easiest for your leg.
Let's just
This
do the
way,
mounting
this
block, so
way,
that way we can get
this
used to
way
it.
is where you'll put your foot, your weight in it, you'll turn, and then you'll slide on. If you're already in this position, now you have to go straight up and try to slide on. Here, it's one movement. But it's okay. Try, just do it your way. Do it your way. It's good. But not without holding on to your horse.
See, now I'm way out of.
And you don't hold on to the saddle, you hold on to the mane. You're going to put your foot in the stirrup.
See, again, I'm not gonna be able to because I'm not how I normally am. See, normally I'm back here, or if I'm still holding here, I'm not gonna be able to get my foot up there.
Well, you're gonna have to just move the stirrup. you have to have one hand in the mane. You're not gonna have both hands on the saddle at the same time. Why?
Why would?
Why wouldn't you use the saddle with both hands?
I don't really use the saddle with both hands.
Okay, let me see. Let me see what you would do.
I actually usually use this hand.
Why?
Just because it's easier. But I got to get used to using my left hand up here.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Let's just use a mounting block because I want to do it your way, the right way.
Okay. Max is like, whatever, just do it.
Yeah, I've always done it. You know,
Hi, you're a good guy. Yeah, hi, handsome. You're being so amazingly good right now. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You gonna stay this way? Huh? Yeah, you're gonna stay in a good mood today? That would be super.
All right, now you're saying I need to be where?
So pull it slightly more towards his front leg. Good. Okay, stand up there. Good boy, you're okay. Okay. Left rein slightly shorter. Good. Put your left foot in that stirrup. Good. Right hand on the saddle horn, left hand in the mane, step up, swing over. And make sure that you always lower yourself on your horse, never plop on your horse. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Wait, you're okay. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Yeah, daddy's up there. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So keep him facing that way for a minute, okay? So that way you don't end up in trouble because he wants to look for excuse to spook, and that's going to be a good excuse right there.
All right. So when you're up here, what do you do to adjust? Because like it twisted.
So you're going to just put all your weight in that left stirrup or right stirrup and shift. Just give like a, yep. So you can do it by just standing in that stirrup, or you can do it the way you just did, okay? He's going to want to stay with me. Let him stay with me for a second. You're all right. We're just going to watch. Is he a neighbor or something? Oh, why wouldn't he come out of the woods here then? Doesn't he go in there from here?
Yeah. Oh. I said he comes out so early.
Oh, why he leaves so early? Yeah, it's like the deer are just now getting moving. Hi. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him over here for a second. So one rein steer. Let the other rein loose enough so he can feel that only the right rein. Okay. Go ahead and hoe. So you're going to sit heavy on your pockets. Stop. You're okay. You're okay. Good job. You're okay.
Okay, pockets. What pockets?
Your back pockets on your pants.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to sit heavy on your back pockets. You're all right. What? What? You did. I don't know which you were trying to tell me. Okay.
So where technically are you supposed to have your feet in the stirrup? Just like this?
Yep, just like that.
Okay.
Kind of like, see the design on your top of your shoe?
Yeah.
That should disappear when you look down. Okay. Now, I want you to, first I'm going to hold him for a second. I want to see, don't bite me. Okay, can you reach around with your right hand and touch him on the back side? Okay, now, is your hand fingertips or flat?
Flat. You talking about?
Yep.
Back here?
I'm just right behind you.
Yep. Flat.
Flat. Okay. So if it was stop. I know. Okay. I want to make sure that you're in your balance. So by asking you that, I was asking you to make sure that you sit in a balanced position. Because stop. You're being rude. Because if he were to zig, I want you to zig with him, not zag. Okay. Stop. What? You're just being a fuss? Okay. Now, when I ask them to go, does this need to be tightened? Yes. Sorry, bud. Sorry. Try that for right now. We might have to do it again. I'm going to try that for right now. You're all right, bud. Good job. Okay. So now I keep both reins fairly close, keep both hands fairly close together. No, you had them right. You had it right before. Nope.
Like this or?
So like this. Nope.
Oh.
Okay. Keep your hands fairly close together. When I ask a horse to go, have you ever sat on like a big inflated ball and felt the dent go in the ball when you sat down? Now imagine just pulling the dent out by raising up just enough to pull the dent out. Yep. So you're going to do that when you ask him to move. You're also going to give him a slight feeling of going forward. You're not going to lean forward. I don't want to see you lean forward. I just want you to give him a slight sensation of going forward. And then if he doesn't go forward to that, you're going to kiss. If he doesn't go forward to those two things in the kiss, you're going to, from the knee down, just press. Like give him a bear hug with your calf. Stop, please. The only time you're going to use your heels is if the bear hug doesn't work, then you're going to tip your toes out, and then you're going to put your heels, you're going to point your toes down, which will then put your heels into his ribs. That's last. Okay, first, rein slightly forward. So it's kind of like, you know, how the airplane, the yoke, right? So, but not that dramatic. We're just going to go slightly forward to let him know he's being given the freedom to move. Then you're going to take that hollow spot out of the ball, give a little bit of a lean forward, but not dramatic. If that doesn't make him walk forward, you're going to kiss. Then once he's moving, you're going to sit right back into that neutral position. Okay, he's being very rude now. Stop. Okay, once you're in that neutral position, he should maintain walking. You're going to do each thing again if he stops walking. So go ahead and let's see if we can get him to walk. Of course, he's going to follow me, but I want him to walk not following me. Steer that way. Yep. And then let him go. So when you steer, you're going to point his nose. If he starts to follow his nose, you're going to let him go as soon as he starts following his nose. Steer left. Make sure that the right rein will allow his head to turn. So same thing, when he stops, go ahead and ask with all that other, you know, first in your seat and your slight lean forward tells him, and your hands forward, that all is one thing. Then the kiss, then the legs. The legs are absolutely last. Well, the legs don't have to be last, the heels have to be last. Steer them out. You're going to try to use the outside rail. Same thing. Just one kiss, make sure it's not too close because I don't want him to pick up a trot on you. Shorten your reins so you can steer him. You have to be able to feel his face when you go to steer. Otherwise, he's being left to his own devices. Yep, ask him to go. He's being a brat. Good. And steer. Give him somewhere to go. I'm going to give you some cones to give him a purpose because he has no idea why he's doing this. So we're going to just give him a purpose. And this will help you with your steering also. But right now he's being a brat. So we're going to just give him a reason to do this. So you can do it at your own pattern, but I just want you to steer him around each cone. You can choose however you do it. You can also use that grain pole as also a steering spot. Just make sure, well, I'll get the mounting block out of here. I was going to say, just make sure that he doesn't trip on the mounting block, but I'll just get it out of here. Or at least this far. Okay. So now we're going to give him a sense of going somewhere, because that was his problem. He doesn't know why he's being asked to just wander around. Good. Pet him for hoeing. Let him know that he's responding appropriately to everything you're asking him to do. I don't know how I got so winded from doing that, but whew. Okay. So make it your pattern. Pick wherever you want. You can go across, then zigzag back to that one. You just kind of give him yes, aimless, but with purpose. So when you round this one, pick your next one, and you're going to go there, right? You want him to believe that you have a plan. Go around this one, pick that one, and go there. Go around that one, and then go there. Let him believe that you have somewhere to go, so he doesn't just feel like he's like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay? So, kiss to go. I want your rein short enough that you can feel his face, but not so short that you're holding him back. And then ask him first in your body. So it's an elevation, not a sitting down. There you go. Yep, there you go. And then kiss if that doesn't work. Don't kiss and squeeze. Kiss first, then squeeze. Squeeze would be if he didn't respond to the kiss, and give him some place to go. Have a plan. Look where you're going. Where are you going? I know, just look to it. So like if you decided to go to this one, from there you need to be looking over there so he knows where you're going. From this one, look to your next one and let him know where you're taking him. Yep. Yep. Let him know where you're taking him. Legs are last, but once he doesn't respond to the kiss, you can gently squeeze. Don't do heels. Don't kick. Yep, take him over to that cone. Tell him that's where we're going. Let him believe that's where you're headed. So if you're looking down at his head, you're not looking where you're going. I want him to believe he has a plan. Like, see, notice how his gait just changed because I gave him a plan? I want you to give I want you to give him a plan. There you go. Yes. And you can steer left and right. Yep. So now this leg can push this leg only on him and steer that way with that rein. Yep. 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 Kiss for go. Only that leg only. So he knows to follow the pressure off of that leg to go away from that leg. Yep. Push with that leg a little bit still. Yep. Kiss to go. So make sure that it's more of an elevation. Like somebody's got a coat hanger in the back of you and they're raising you out of the saddle. Okay, there you go. Yep. There you go. Yep. And then kiss to go. And if that doesn't work, then your legs. Yep. Have a plan where you're planning on going. So standing in the saddle is opposite. Standing in the saddle still puts weight in the saddle. So give him the impression that you're elevating yourself out of the saddle so he can go out from underneath you, basically. There you go. Yep. And then gently squeeze, keep squeezing, don't there. And then once he's moving, you stop squeezing. You want to give him the best deal. The best deal is you go because my body told you to go. But all this other stuff is going to happen if you don't go because my body said to go. Yep, yep, there you go. Don't lean back. So you got elevated and then you sat back down. Okay. Yep, and now your calves only. Calves only. Sit square. You're leaning off to the left to look at his face. You want to look where you're planning on going. You don't need to look at him. Yep. Kiss for forward. Squeeze, kiss, squeeze, kiss, squeeze, kiss. Kind of do it rhythmically. Say, come on, let's go. There. Now, once he's going, take it all off. Take it all off. There you go. Good. He has to know what he's being asked to respond to. And the only way you can tell him that he's doing it right is take the pressure off. Shorten your rein slightly. If your rein can come all the way back behind you, your rein is, If your rein can go behind you, your rein is too long. I always say if you can get your rein in your lap, your rein is too long. And always make sure that the other rein is not preventing him from making the turn you're trying to make. Shorten your rein, shorten your rein, shorten your rein. You can use your other hand to grab the piece to pull it through. Use your other hand to grab the tab. Yes. Kiss to go. Keep steering because we want him to keep thinking he has to go this way. Yep. Kiss to go. If that doesn't work, legs and kiss. But the kiss is, we want him to respond to the kiss cue, if not to your body. Your body's first. You hope that he'll eventually just respond to your body, but we're introducing it to him now. Yep. Have a plan. Look where you're going. You don't have to look at him. Yep. Once you get there, look where you're going to go next. Yep, steer, steer. You can use the one leg to push him away from, yep, yep. Yep, make sure your body tells him first. You're pushing yourself up. I don't want you to push yourself up by the saddle. Okay, you're catching yourself, okay. And then it's just a steady squeeze, no extra anything else, just a steady squeeze, kiss. Don't change your legs at all. Don't like take them off, put them back on. Yep, and now let go. As soon as he moves, you want to make sure that you let go so he knows that that was the right answer. You pushed yourself up out of the saddle again. Don't do it that way. Yep, there you go. Yep. 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 Don't change anything. Just wait for him to figure it out. Squeeze, steady squeeze, and leave him alone. So you want to take all that pressure off as soon as he starts moving. Go ahead and steer him off of that. Tell him, no, that's not what we're doing. Yep, and go. Look where you're going. Have a plan. Yep, there you go. Perfect. What you're doing right now is perfect. Yep. Yep, and leave him alone. Once he starts moving, you want to make sure you leave him alone so he can figure it all out. Yep. Kiss first, then legs, not legs first. Yep, steer, steer, have a plan. Your rein is way too long. If your rein comes back behind you, it's way too long. There you go. There, that your rein's good right now. You can allow drift in the rein after. There you go. There you go. Your reins are good right now. Don't let your reins get any longer than that. Put your hands slightly forward. Yep, there you go. That gives him that slack that he needs in order to go. Yep. And then once your legs are on him, keep them on him until he steps. Don't change it though. Don't rub him. Don't kick him. Don't shake him. Just don't shake him. You're shaking him. Just press. Don't shake him. Don't kick him. Don't do any of that. Just wait. Just press. Now put your toe towards the ground, and that'll tip your heel up into his ribs, and kiss again. He's like, I'm just going to take a nap. So now, what else could you do in a moment like that? So now you did give up, so you told him the right answer is nothing. Okay, but what else could you do if he's stuck standing like this and you're putting your heels into him and he's still not going? What else can you do? What's the next thing you could do? Don't tell me kick. Could you pull him that way to set his front legs off balance? That'll cause him to start to move, or pull him this way, set him off balance. So I would then steer the horse to try to set their front feet off balance to get them to go. It's like jockeying them through a doorway. Okay, so that would be your next step. So you would first tell him in your body, tell him in your kiss, tell him in your calves, tell him in your heels, set him off balance. And then all of it stops once he's moving. Okay. Yep. And once he's moving forward. So you set him off balance now. Yep. Just, and straight off his body towards the hay rack. And then now stop. Stop all of it. There you go. Good. And then you want to find that neutral spot in your seat so he knows he got the right answer. Good boy. And then you're just going to be a good passenger. Just let him, you steer him, tell him where you want to fly to, and let him do the flying. Don't make it me. I'm trying to get out of the way. I'm going to need to go to the other side because the sun's right in my eyes. There you go. No horse likes to be kicked. There's absolutely no reason for anybody to kick a horse. I worked around a group of girls, 2 girls trainers, and all I heard the whole time was, kick them, hit them, kick them, hit them. I dubbed them the kick them, hit them girls. All they wanted you to do was kick the horse or hit the horse. And I was trying to schedule myself out of the arena during those times. Yep, look, there you go, perfect. Now, stick to it though, don't change it. Yep, there you go, good, and then be neutral, yes. Steer, don't give up on him. You stop looking where you're going, now you're looking at the horse. Don't give up on him. Yep, tell him where to go, yep. Have a plan. You're definitely going to want a bigger seated saddle. That one's too small for you. There you go, and make sure that that right hand allows him to make that turn. Good, and then ride neutral, be a good passenger. So always think, once the horse is moving, you just want to be a passenger. You ever ride somebody on a motorcycle? Have you ever ridden a motorcycle with a passenger? You want them to be a damn good passenger, right? You don't want them leaning into the turn before you're ready to lean into the turn. Same thing, right? You need to be a good passenger. Once he's moving, you be a good passenger. Once we get through this part, we won't have to do this part all the time. This is just teaching him. He doesn't know this. This is the part that he never learned. Yep, look where you're going next. Don't look at the horse. Look where you're going next. He's still there. He's still under you. You don't have to keep looking down. There you go. Look where you're going next. There you go. There you go. Look at you. You look like a pro rider right now. You got a plan. He kind of felt that for a minute there. There you go. Good job. Good. See, you'll have fewer and fewer pauses in his case because he's just still learning. But once you make sure that you always take the pressure off and become a good passenger, he does not need you to be actively riding him. Once we start doing more advanced stuff, yes, you're going to be an active rider, but right now you're not going to be an active rider. You're just going to be a passenger. Yep, there you go. Good. And then once he's doing what you want, leave him alone. There you go. Look at you. You look like a pro. Yep, you don't need to look at him. He's the same horse. Don't need to look at him. Do you feel like you're looking at your horse? Trying not to be in the sun, but I don't want to be out of the sun. I want my back being nice and toasty. Yep, once he's doing what you want, you make sure you leave him alone. He's not changing colors. Stop looking at him. He definitely making a game out of the cones, and that's okay. He's always done that. Yep. And make sure that you take all that pressure off once he's moving. He just needs to know what the answer is. Yep. Steer and plan. Stop looking at your horse. Yep. Steer and plan. There you go. Plan your next spot. There you go. Yep. If you can bring your rein to your lap, your rein is too long. Yep, he wants to blow out. There you go. Good. It's okay. He's going to go sideways over it. You're silly. So we're just going to have a plan to do one more thing specific, asking him to go and see if you feel like a cadence to his stride, meaning that you feel like he's got a plan to go somewhere. And then we're going to end on that because we have 10 minutes and I want to make sure we end on a good note. And he is getting tired. He's not getting tired physically, he's just getting tired mentally. So we want to make sure that we don't push him too hard mentally in our first time doing this, or he will start going the other way when he sees us again. Have a plan. Stop looking at your horse. Yep. 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 Good. Yep. Steer, 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 steer. Don't let him make a decision. Yep. Yep. Don't let him make this decision. He's coming to me. Yep. Steer. Steer with one rein, not both reins. There you go. Yep. 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 No, don't change it. Once you put your heels into him, keep your heels into him. Don't change it. The next thing is to set him off balance. But once you activate, you know, this button, that button, that button, once you've activated your buttons, you have to keep your buttons pressed. He's silly boy. You're silly boy. Just be a passenger for a second. Let him feel you be a passenger. Come on, Max. Yeah, only because I want him to have a good last minute where he's just staying moving. Okay, sit on heavy on your pocket. Say ho. Good. Give him a rub. Let him know he's done a great job. Yeah, it matters to you, doesn't it, buddy? Yeah. Okay. For me, I kick both feet out, but I understand Western people don't, so at least kick out your right foot, put your left hand back in the mane, your right hand can go on the horn, and then, yes. And step down. Good job. Good job. And the first thing I do is I tell him thank you for the ride, give him a little rub, let him know thank you for the ride, and then I loosen the girth. You can either take it completely off or just at least loosen it so you can say it's all over. Good. So anytime you ride him and say you dismounted here and you want to take the saddle off, don't make him carry a tight saddle to there. Always let him know that when you dismounted that it's over. Okay, so that way he always believes that there's relief. Even though there's relief once he gets over there, I believe that it connects to them very much. Good boy. Good. And then you can go take it all off. Good boy. You're such a good boy. What do you think, Georgia? What do you think, old girl?